Wow, gold is at 4.7. Gold is running towards 5K. Just a moment, I'm just editing on something. Okay. So your expectation, you said it, yeah. Yeah. So your expectation will would actually define your intention, and your intention reflects your work. Someone talking? So your expectation, you said it, yeah. Yeah. So you expect. Okay, that's the recording. So what I love to do now that I don't really focus on much attention is I'm not just running, okay? I want to know who's running, where we are running to, what vehicle we're using. So it guides our expectation. So if you're coming in here, I need your expectation to be guided so that you don't waste your time. You don't keep doing things the way you've done things as a trader. And if you've not created the type of results that you want to create, you want to check the things you're doing. How you do anything is how you do everything. And how you do anything is what leads you to your result. So if you've not been led to the result you want to have as a trader, there's a consciousness you should have. I want to do things differently. And the question I want to ask right now, how many of you know the things you need to do differently now? That you are guaranteed that you know the things that you will do differently. Let me know in the chat. It's a consciousness and a mindset that I want to give to you guys. All right. You know the things. Now, might I just make it very, very quick? If you do, you won't be on this session. All right. If you do, you won't. Okay, because your mind is a self-liberating factor. You come into opportunities, not so you have to lead yourself. Session. Do you want to get guidance or you want to get trades? From the beginning, you can actually lead yourself. Okay, so some people over time, they've been programmed to always go in the direction of what they want. Okay, but the truth, you don't want to be in that circle. All you need is, what value is this session giving me? This session is giving you different value. It's giving you services like signals, trade ideas, but this session is also giving you an opportunity to model, to be guided, all right, to gain insight into how you can transform yourself. Not until you open the channels to focus on that, okay, you will only get what you think is more appealing, which is trade idea. That's how you're built. You're built to focus on your wants more than your desired needs. So dig deep, all right? You don't know how to make 5 figures right now. You don't know how to make 6 figures, right? If you do, you won't be here. So what you need to do is, what does it take me to transform me to the person who can make 6 figures? Not how I can make 6 figures. That's a wrong question. And that's how a lot of people have been in the circle of losing, stocking, circle. All right. So that I want to let you guys know. So when I train and I show you and I look at the market, 2 things I'm doing. I am showing you how I've become the person giving you what you're getting. So I'm training you, but I'm also giving you the benefit of what I have known so you can leverage it. Don't get stuck. Change the way you look at the market, and the market is going to change the way it benefits you. Does this make sense? All right. Does it make sense? Just try to prime you so that you don't miss out on what you should be benefiting from a session like this. Okay. That is why when I call my trade ideas, I don't just come and enter the market and I'll tell you I want to buy here. I try to prime you, show you why I am looking at buying. Why am I looking at selling? So over time, you can gain understanding, not just knowledge. Does that make sense? So this will help you apply yourself, because not until you apply yourself, you cannot transform. The whole idea is for you to transform the knowledge in the knowledge so that you can gain the proof of knowledge. Does that make sense? But if you're always getting can never make you rich or fat or okay. So we're not doing HFX today because those of you who came in the community from the HFX angle, today is not. So this is a hybrid community. Okay. So we are leveraging the opportunity to be mentored in trading, to be guided in trading, and also to learn, all right, how to trade, leverage our resources, trade ideas, but also we've been given that opportunity to leverage live trading from high frequency Forex. Okay, so it's a hybrid opportunity. So some sessions are going to be hybrid oriented, all right, while some sessions are going to be just Forex, some sessions are going to just be HFX. Okay, so by Friday this week, okay, I posted something in the Telegram group, and that's what I'm going to be doing by Friday. Okay, I want to take you guys through the process of foundation, then we can start trading. So everyone will be onboarded, guided, know what to do, how to leverage your opportunity in HFS. And through the weekend, I'm going to also give you guys a timetable of how we can now see our classes. So that those of you who are just here for the HFX, all right, you're going to know what classes to join. Those of you who want to leverage the opportunity to learn the skill, okay, get founded in trading, okay, you will know the sessions. Some sessions are going to be for getters, all right, while some sessions are going to be for gainers. You're going to choose which one of them you prefer, all right? Which would you prefer, getters or gainers? Okay, many of you will say gainers right now, but you are a born getter. Okay, let's get into the market. And if you're here, you happen not to, good, you are doing something. Good is really up to no good at the moment. So this is actually a very, very bullish position trade. I already know what I should be looking out for, but it's already still positioning me for a long-term week again. Come on, what is happening in the world? What's really happening in the world right now? Look at where gold is positioned. All right, this is a beautiful sell opportunity that I will be expecting today because market is on premium. It has no so I do know that if the market breaks this area, I'm going to start looking out for sell opportunities. All right, if the market breaks this area, I'm going to start consolidation consolidated, which the next phase might actually is either this market is going to keep going up, okay, or it's going to consolidate. When it consolidates, it's going to decide another phase of expansion. Now, not you can begin to understand concept rather than what rather than just knowing how to trade or knowing trading. So there are two phases in the market. Market runs through two phases: the expansion phase and the decision phase, which is also called ranging. So anytime a market is ranging, consolidating, it's a decision phase. Okay. The only people who get to trade these phases, okay, are those who are trading either intraday or scalping. They are scalping price in between points. Okay. But those that are journeying trading, okay, mostly journey trading from true expansion. But it comes from what? Best strategies come from what? Structure. So after every good possible range, so irrespective of what the strategy looks like, the market is in. Before you take your trade today, so let's say you're looking at getting 70 to 150 pips. It means you have to trade a market that has to expand. If you want 20 pips, you can trade in the range. But if you're looking at swing trading or position day trading that goes beyond 50 pips, it means you need the expansion. The market has to get into an expansion phase. If the market already is in an expansion phase and you're getting into that trade, it's not ideal. Did you guys get reason why I'm telling you this right now? So it means, yes, it's not just the strategy. You have to understand the phase. If the market is already expanding and you want to get in on a trade that needs expansion, you may be too late. You may be conflicted. So it is better to know, has the market expanded? If it has expanded, okay, and you want to get a good trade, let it range. Okay? After a range, you're going to find good trades. Does it make sense? Every good strategy comes out of a range. So that's why I'm showing you guys gold right now. Gold is up to no good because why? This is an expansion, okay? And we clearly break this down. We'll put it on 4 hour. The market always has a reading. Follow the reading. If you're swimming in an ocean, you have to follow the swim of the rhythm of the ocean. If not, you're going to drown. Okay. This is expansion, consolidation. What's he doing right now? Expansion. Jumping in on anything for a buy right now, you are gambling. Okay, because you don't know if it's going to expand more. You don't know where it's going to expand to. So your strategy is at this point irrelevant to the concept or to the reading of the market right now. Am I making sense? Okay. It is very, 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 see, there are key details in trading you need to pay attention to. You don't need to know everything about trading. Sharing with you guys in the trading journey, okay? You need to know how liquidity drives in the market. You need to know how to ascertain a range of trade. You need to know, okay, what supply and demand is, and you need to know premium and discount. At what level should I sell? At what level should I buy? Premium and discount level will give you a reflection of how you do that. You see everything that I've mentioned right now, some of you in your journey of trading, they were not in your boot camps. They were not in your trading resource. You never heard of these things I just mentioned. True or true? Let me know in the chat. Okay. Some of you have heard of liquidity, but you never actually be taught the concept of liquidity. Some of you heard about supply and demand. All right. But the only thing you know about supply and demand is support and resistance. Am I correct? Okay. And these things are quite simple. Very easy. All right. So you look at these right now. The market consolidated. After consolidation, it was ranged. Okay. Market expanded. After expansion, there was a slight range here. See, range, expansion. Expansion, range. Okay. Range, expansion. So you have to understand the reading. So imagine you just think that this market will keep going up. It ranged for over what? Almost a week. It means you're trapped. Okay. So expect a range. So the same way it happens on 15 minutes, happen on 1 hour, it's happening on daily. Okay. So what am I going to do on gold right now today? Are you guys ready for my insight on gold? All right. Who ready on the chat? So the first thing I do when I check a market, I told you guys. So the market range wow. So I was expecting a buy here on gold, okay? And I was expecting a sell here on gold. Because of this range, I said if it breaks, I'm going to sell. But it didn't play the price action that I need. Now it created a consolidation. Okay, I'm just going to update price. This is an expansion and it ranged. Two things here, right? Now, market is on premium. Okay. Premium means is on levels where sellers dominate and goes beyond buyers. Okay. So this was the highest premium level range liquidity. This was a sell. This was a sell range. Market had dominated that sell range. So market is on top premium. Okay. Right about now, there's no price to reflective market. So it's dominantly premium. Okay. And these are discount level. Okay. This is where you have discount levels. So what am I going to do right now? Because price is dominantly premium. I'm going to position myself for sell. Does that make sense? Because price is on premium, I'm going to position myself through price action for sell. How am I going to do that? But price, two opportunities. So because price is on premium, okay, I am going to position myself for sell. But price is bullish. I can also find the next bullish area. Okay, I'm not going to buy now because gold is bullish. The next thing is if I am a bull if I'm bull oriented, I'm someone who likes to buy gold. Okay, it means now I have to position myself for the next levels of buys. Okay, this is trading positioning. It's called direction. Many people, you need to have a direction for what you want to trade. Okay, it's not about just kind of price ranging. After every price ranging comes an action. It's either it's going to continue, okay, or it's going to reject. So what I may be looking at for on the 1 hour scale is market coming back to test this zone, all right, for continuation pattern. Does that make sense? If that happens, this is where I'll buy gold. My next quick buy on gold for a bullish continuation is if it retests this zone or it come back into an internal structure. Okay, so in this whole consolidation, there is also an internal structure. All right, so the market broke. This is also a viable place to look out or buy. Does this make sense? Internal structure, because I'm on the 1 hour. Now, if we have to break it down, because for everything, the more you shift circles, these are different areas. Can change your life in trading. Your understanding of gold. If you can understand structure and gold, you'll be a different trader. So I'm focusing on the buy first. All right. So this is an area to buy. Also, this is also an area to buy. Okay, market jumped and there was consolidation. And this is a 15-minute area. Market consult. There was a previous floor and there was a ceiling here. Okay, so this is also an area to look at for a buy. This internal structure. Why this is an external structure on top of the whole 4-hour range. This is a 1-hour range and this is a 15-minute range. Truth is, price could pull down to test any of this. But if I am looking at this right now, another way to give me a confirmation of if price start to reject now, okay, this is a Fibonacci concept to tell you 2 areas to focus on is 50% and 61.8. So you see that the 50% level agrees with this area. It means it could reject, all right, or 61.8 agrees with this area. So at this point in time, I could layer my risk to be here, all right, and I put, yeah, this is going to be, it's either I'm going to use this, okay, as invalidation, and I'm going to target the highs coming from, okay, that's a 1 to 3% ratio. If I'm taking what? The 61.8. But if I'm taking the 60, the 50%, okay, it means my risk is going to be longer, okay, and my reward is probably going to be 1 to 1 or 1 point something, okay. So this is 2 approach to gold, all right, for the buy based on intraday. You want to get something and you're focusing on the bullish direction. These are 2 areas you can buy, okay, but they are not the only areas. Are you guys with me? Okay. So I don't know if you guys can catch this. You can take a screen doing, but I'm just giving you guys projection on different areas the market can buy. Then I'll move to a sell. All right. So you look at the market right now. I gave you guys depth, but I want to go shallow right now. So this is depth, but shallow, the consolidation here too. And there's a breakout. Which means market could also come back and test this area and buy. Okay, that's another possibility if this market want to keep the bullish run to 5K. All right. So this is another area to buy, but it's shallow. Okay. But that is going to be, it might happen in a quick release. So you don't have to ignore. It means if you're breaking your risk, what? Abortion risk to this level. So these are areas this market might likely buy in the course of their journey down. Okay. Bullish areas on gold. So if this market comes here right now, I'll be looking out for a buy. I'll put my risk here. It's a very risk, okay? And you can target your reward based on where it's coming from, okay? It's quite good. Are we together? This is called what? Price action. This is a variation of price action. After every range is a price continuation. Okay, market range breaks above, okay, it tends to test the previous ceiling for continuous bullish. Okay, likewise, the reversal is the same. So if you notice everything that I've done right now, I've played more on what? Consolidation, breakout, and I'm waiting for a retest. So that's a price action approach. Okay, ranging. So this is a ranging price action. There's expansion price action. Okay, but we're focusing on the ranging one. Market consolidated, breaks out the retest, closes a candle above in the direction, you trade it. Very simple. It's one of the beautiful trading approach, okay, that a beginner could start from. Simple, all right, and concise. And it has its own risk plan as well, okay? So you guys get all the buy. I hope it's not too complex. Let me know in the chat. You guys get all the buy. You know, some people don't like this type of trading. In fact, some people don't even find this valuable because there's no food. I'm not putting food in their mouth right now. I am getting them to focus on consciousness. They are not interested. If you feel like sleeping right now, you need to look at the mirror and slap yourself. Say, I refuse to continue to be this person that is it's coming. You could make a decision that you can trade this, you can break your risk into. You don't know if the market is going to come here. Trust me, the market may not come here again. All right, we don't know. In fact, the market may not even come to the first area, but that is how you position yourself. Okay, trading is about positioning, strategy, and risk management. So first is what's your position? Okay, how do you want to enter that position? I just showed you. Position is bullish. I just gave you guys this, and this. So I'm waiting. Okay. And I already, so Cambry, how are you going to apply your risk? If it gets here, so if I'm risking 2% today, if it gets here, I'll put 1% on this. Okay. I'll put what? 0.5%. The one that has the highest reward, I'll put what? 0.8. Then the other one I put 0.3. Then the one that has, so for this one, I'll put 1% because it's the quick one. Okay. For this one, I may put 0.5 and this one I may put 0.5. So that you've broken your risks. Position, strategy, then risk. That is how you do. And you wait. Okay. Don't allow the market trade you. You're the one who's the market bait you. You won't succeed over time when the market keeps baiting you to trade. Am I making sense? All right. So now, Kendry, this market may return. How do I position myself for a return? You guys can take a screenshot of this. All right. Or let me just send this chat right now. I'll just send it in the group. I'll send it here. Okay. Okay. Or let me just send it in the group. You guys should prepare to ask me questions. Okay, so Kendry, as an intraday, probably quick concept, okay, how am I going to sell this market? Okay, if I want to capitalize on maybe scalping the market, how can I sell? Let me go to another chart on Gold so I don't disturb what's happening here. Okay, so this is a liquidity run, all right, and inside of the liquidity run, you have a bit of price action. So if you understand structure, this was a low, created a high, okay, created another low, there was a break of structure. Okay, so this was me. Now, I take it out. There was a small, let me ignore that. Okay, this was the highest high before it came down and it created a new high. Now watch this. If you need to sell this market, it's quite simple. Let the market take away this previous high and take away the low that created this new high. That is called what? Change of character. And it's called what? Also market structure shift. So you could use this because you're on a lower time frame. When the market takes this away, all right, it's going to probably come back into this point or this previous low to sell. That is when you're going to start looking out for what? A sell. You are shifting. So this concept is called what? Market structure shift through change of character. So anytime the market is bullish, if it changes character, it means it's what? It can reverse, it can move the other direction. Now you can start trading this for a sell if it changes this character. This is because I'm on the 15 minutes. That is why I could see this change of character. In a 1 hour, it may not be there. It's different in a 1 hour. It's different in a 4. So this is actually the change of character. It means I have to be as patient to wait for the market to actually break below this area before I'm going to start taking. So the higher the time frame, the stronger the signal. So if I want to sell based on a 1 hour perspective, I have to allow the market shift character here. All right. But fast fingers. You want the trade quick. This is a what? 15-minute structure. So it's either you do this or you do the small one. But the truth is, if I tell you if the market breaks, this is going to come down. So either way, you have an opportunity to sell. So that's how I'm going to approach my snipe today. All right. Since I know that my direction is, I'm positioning for the market to snipe below for a sell because I already know why is my chart not showing. Okay, good. So this is the London opening. If the market breaks below this, I am not going to jump into the snipe. I'm just going to wait for it to change this character. The moment that happens. So this is the consideration. The market closes for this. This is my previous day. All right. It means if market changes this area, I have an opportunity to jump in. Now, and this gives me good risk. At least every trade I want to get one-to-one. So if I get one-to-one, I will be out here, which is on top of, I'll probably, hold on. One-to-one. Okay, so one-to-one gives me here. Okay, good. But this is the overall concept target for the day. Okay, but I'll get a one-to-one to protect 60, 70% of my entry, of my investment, I take out from one. Does that make sense? So this is going to be my approach on gold from position mindset. Okay, and from okay, this is selling the premium level through change of character. Market changes this 15 minutes that changes character. It's the same thing. You go smaller time frame, you're going to find more reason you want to do that as well. Okay, so this is actually a change of character. This is actually a change of character. Exactly. This is actually a change of character in 5 minutes. It means the market changes character that's night, you're going to start selling. So it's dependent on the time frame you're trading. So if the market snipes, it's not a bad trade to trade on 5 minutes. 5 minutes so loaded here. Okay. Now imagine this is what a lot of people don't know. Prepare yourself for risk. So 5 minute concept. This is it. A market snipe is in the favor of 5 minutes, and guess what? Voila. Just imagine of this. $400 from this. All right. You do it on this, you get roughly about $150 with $100. Does that make sense? Okay. Camry, which one of them should I take? How many of you are asking your mind that question right now? Be very honest. Because this is another thing that I also want to teach you. I also want to show you. Those are two opportunities for the sell. How many of you just asked yourself, which one of them should I get in? Don't be too careful. It could be okay. If you do not ask, you won't know. Like I said, I'm always going to guide you and tell you the truth. So it's only Rona that is honest, right? Yeah, right now, because I know. Or you ask yourself, see, the truth is, you would always have conflicts of entries in trading, fam. Discipline can only come from indiscipline. Okay? When you always see an opportunity, you always want to take the one that is quick. Except you're lying to yourself. The only people who will not be moved by the quick are those that have been burnt. You have been burnt by quick. So it will not really, it will look like a knife to you. Somebody wants to shoot your knife, you'll dodge the knife. But the one who has not experienced the knife should be stabbed. We want to get it. Am I correct? Except you guys, see, there are certain discussions you guys have not gotten to in trading. I'm trying to be that person that can reflect your truth to you, how you think. All right. These are possibilities. Do you know why some of you blow account or you get into trades too quickly? Because you're built that way. You need to understand your nature. Trading is a reflection of who you are. Your decisions, the things you decide and you grab, you do, they are equal you. So forget what I show you and I tell you to do. You would likely do you 100%. All right. You know what I did on this session right now? I gave you guys guidance for buys and for possible sales. I've not gone into the depth sales. I'm gonna go to the depth of sell, position trading, sell. But do you know that some of you will not be guided? You will just look for the next possible trade. That is because you're looking for something that you don't have. And this is where I tell you the truth. Are you guys ready? This is trader's knowledge. If you're a trader, write this down, record this. You can actually take your phone and record what I want to tell you right now because you're going to love it. You're going to, well, I don't know about love, but this is going to make sense to you. There is nothing that you're looking for that you don't already have. It means you will never get it because it's not where you're looking at. Just guess what? This is in my hand right now. I'm pacing this room looking for this. Will I see it? I'm pacing this room. No matter how aggressive, I'm just looking at everywhere. I call everybody to help me look for this thing in my hand. Will I ever see it? I need you to focus on what I just told you. Nothing you're looking for that you don't already have. Do you know what a coach does to you? Guides you to see what you have to see in you. Okay? So when I give you direction and you apply yourself, you're finding you. It's not what the market is going to give to you. It's what the market will show you you have. All right? We've been taught differently. So nothing that I'm doing in this market right now, can I tell you this truth? You guys don't understand. I cannot make the money that I don't already have. Okay? Let me postpone that knowledge. I don't want you guys to be too curious, okay? But I cannot make the money that I don't already have. Just write it down. And you can ask me another day, or probably when I ask you a question, you can ask me, Kendra, what do you mean? All right? And I'll tell you guys. So I showed you a buy. and I've also given you a concept of a quick sell. Okay, I'm going to do a concept of a quick buy, a deep sell. But now, if I leave this space, you are going to do you. The question is, what do you want to do? Where there is no rule, there is no discipline. So the first thing you need to do for yourself as a trader is give yourself a rule. That's why I tell you position. I've already told myself, what am I going to do in gold? I want to sell. Okay. Primarily, I want to sell gold right now. So the next thing is I want to position myself for the sell. So I've given you different ranges. If the market snipes, okay, and it breaks that structure, I am going to sell. Not because I want the market to sell. I have decided to sell. So hence, I am giving myself a position where I can sell. The market is on premium. I don't know where it is going. There's no structure. In my knowledge, I don't predict. I trade options. Okay. So if it is bullish, I will need to buy. That's why I now showed you where I would buy. And you see these areas I gave you right now, I am going to buy them. Okay. Discipline is when it comes to that buy, I apply myself, following the plan of entry. So I'm not going to trade gold because I just want to make money from gold. I will make money from gold because I trade gold the way I wanted to trade it. Does it make sense? All right. So don't be an option. Don't be a gambler. Don't just say, oh, it is selling right now. The candle has been selling. Let me just join. It can sell this place. Let me just join here. You are a thief. All right. You are trading out of option and you would always be burnt. Okay. Don't play with people who are very determined to cripple your finance. That's what this market is all about. You have to be strategic. Does that make sense? Okay. So if it breaks here, I have no business. It has sniped. I don't do 5 minutes. Okay. I have rules. That's what a strategy is, a set of rules on how you trade. If it breaks here, it has sniped. 5 minutes wise is ready. But that does not mean because it's good on 5 minutes, I should alter the way I've trained myself or I've told myself I want to trade. Hence, I'm going to wait for change of character and I'm going to bleed with the market when it bleeds. Okay. But if it's still going up, I'm just going to wait. Does that make sense? Now, price action, I'll go here because this is not snipe. Okay, this is price action, and I'm going to do another gold. Okay, this is for the buy. Let me go to the sell. Now, Kendry, how do I position myself for a sell on gold? First, go to 4 hour. Look at what it is on the 4 hour. Okay, so 4 hour wise, this is premium. This is previous what range. So this was previous sell range. The last sell range was here. Okay, this was the previous sell range. Okay, before that, there was a major sell range here. You always want to repeat what the market has done before. Okay. So this was a sell range. This is a sell range. All right. All these are small ones. This is a bullish range. This is a steep bullish range. And now we're having another bullish range. All right. Steep. Okay. So at this point in time, if market breaks below this area, it has fallen into a sell range. Okay. So based off on the 4 hour, this is a change of character. Number one, change of character. Number two, it has fallen into a sell range. So major sells in gold. In the moment gold does this, market is going to bleed for weeks or months. All right. That is position trading from swing. You want to swing gold. This is a great confirmation on the because if a 4 hour changes character, market is going to bleed. Strong confirmation. All right, it's going to expand downwards. You're going to start market going to hit this level. Market may even hit this level, break this level. How far it's going to go, I don't know. But I don't position myself for swing sells. But I'm just trying to tell you, this knowledge applies to all currency or instrument, crypto, gold, stocks, futures, anything. Okay, the structure of a market, 4 hour wise, all right, tells you, determines what the daily is going to go into. Okay, so this is a change of character, and that change of character falls into what? Premium range. Anything the market is doing above right now is not in a range, it's above a range. Okay, so this is premium range. Okay, you sell the sellers and you buy the buyers, supply demand. Right about now, there is no supply chain here. There is a supply chain here. Everything the market is doing right now can be labeled in the market is above price, above range. Okay, it could be rated factor. It could be price mitigation factor, because why? There is no corresponding range to do this. Does that make sense? Likewise, this range. When this market took away this range, it attempted coming back. But if you notice something, all right, so watch this. I don't know. Let me know. No. Look at this. This was the premium range when this market took this out. Okay. But guess what? It first have to change a 4-hour change of character. Okay. And play out. Now, this is a 4-hour change of character. Okay. Yes, it changed. All right. But went above. At this point in time, this was a good sell. And you probably would have caught something from this sell, because when it changed character, it tends to go back. Okay. So if you took this range, good for you. But normally, okay, it's not good to position a swing sell below, above, all right, the premium range. So that's why you see that this market did not quite respect, but it changed character, but it didn't quite respect because it went above the range again. So that's something you are selling. A good sell would happen below, on market structure would happen below, all right, a range. That's why I tell you, focus on a range. If not, you're going to start, you're going to keep hitting misses. If I want to sell, I sell a range. Okay. If I want to buy, I buy a range. I understand the concept of supply and demand. Okay. That's why I place market structure, okay, above every other strategy. So now I'm going to do change of, I can sell change of character, but if I truly want to swing position wise, I'll swing when this market is below this area, not when it is above. That's why I went to a 4-hour. It defines the sales well. So anytime the market sells this right now, you're going to just see market dump, because why? It is in a sell range. At least you're going to do 50%. Okay. But now that is above, what should I do? Or what am I going to do? Okay. I could now break it down into what? 1 hour. Okay. And 1 hour means I'm just selling based off on price action, not market structure. If market takes this out right now, it has done two things. One, it has broken below what? Structure, price structure, and it has also changed character. That will give me a good confirmation for a sell, 1 hour wise. And I can sell it down to this area, not swing it, because why? It has to break this 4-hour area before it's going to keep dipping. Does this make sense? So this is what? A shallow sell, because you're selling on top of premium. Okay. Does this make sense? So if market change does this right now, that don't 1 hour change of character and it's a break of structure. So change of character, break of structure confirms, all right, a good sell for what? This trade. It has to change this. Probably it's going to come back into this level or this level, okay, for you to find your trade, what, to back it down. Does this make sense? So that is another way. But the deep, you have to wait. And this is going to be a long one, okay? This is a long one. This is for traders who don't stay in the market, traders who are character-oriented more than chart-oriented, okay? It may not happen. So that is why we have to keep learning ways we can trade what happens. I'm a swing trader, but I can learn ways to scalp the market, okay? Just so I don't get bored, okay? This may not happen because the market is an all-time bullish pair. Good, okay? So that is why I now learned how I can scalp gold, or I can intraday gold through the strategy, the London breakout sniper. If it snipes right now, get good. Like that sniper above, it's a good trade for a buy, but I'm not buying. The reason I'm not buying is in my range of discipline, okay, I'll only buy a market that I know where it is buying to. There is no knowledge of where it is buying to, but it has snipe. I don't trade a snipe. I snipe a market in the direction of where I am going to. Right now, I don't know where I'm going to. That is why I'm not buying this market. But if it snipe a sell, I know where I'm going to. I'm going here. Okay. And there is structure here. Break, voila, I'm going to get in. I am trading the market in the direction of where I want to go, not where the market is going. Is there a little bit of difference? Okay. Boom. So, and also I love potential, because I love to see potential of what I want to invest in. If I invest in this market right now, I have a potential of making 1.8. But if I invest up right now, I don't have a potential, because why? There's no range. Okay. Discipline. Where there is no rule, there is no discipline. Okay. So you guys could take a screenshot of this. All right. This is going to be my approach for the sell. Now that I've dealt with gold, Are we clear on gold? Put gold on the chart. Any question on gold? Any question on gold? If you have a question on gold, you can actually just raise your hand or type it on the chat. S&P 500 is something I always like to look at as well. S&P 500 is distributing for a sell. Now, I also want to show you guys so that you guys see part of what I'm talking about. Okay. So first, I said I wanted to sell this market here. It's sold, but it's even delivering more than the sell. But you want to see this expansion right now. This market is expanding. Okay, let's take it to a higher time frame, like 4 hours, so that you guys see what I'm talking about. Okay, S&P 500. This is a high. This is a change of character. All right. Let me do this quickly because I need you guys to learn price action. So this was a bearish range. Always know a range. It will help you know the character and behavior to expect. This is a sell range. This is a deep sell range. All right, good. This is also a sell range. So this sell range and this sell range are kind of like equal. Okay, so this is a little higher though. Okay, this is also a sell range. Now, the more the market go up, the more you're targeting the next sell range. Okay, so there is no sell range that I see. This is the highest of them all. Now, what do you watch out for? Sell range. This is sell range. Okay, now market is going up. The first thing is going to liquidate that sell range. It did. Okay, and it did what? Created a new low. Now, all you are looking for a sell is a change of character. So this is a new low. Okay, but it came, it did not sell. This is a sell range. It's under, but it didn't sell. It went up, took away that range. Okay, now this is a new change of character. Okay, because this low created this high, the highest high. All right, so this is the highest high. It means this is the present change of character. Can you see what this market did? When it came, all right, it took away change of character, shifted and went back, but did not take away this high. It means at this point in time, okay, this market responded. The moment it came back into this range, okay, look at what it's doing right now. It has fulfilled all of the range. The moment it came back, you sell below the range. If I break this market into smaller time frame right now, you're going to see, okay, look at this. So this is when it changed character. It went back. I wouldn't have bought here, but the moment it broke, though, you probably wouldn't have found an opportunity to sell this market quickly because it jumped. We saw this, it jumped from Friday, all right? It jumped. But can you see what it did after the change of character? And it created a new high that is lower than this, okay? And there was a break of it. You can't stop a market that had changed the 4 hour and did not go above and break. It changed and fell in. You can't stop that market. It's just going bleeding. And that's what it's doing right now. And it has completed this range. Okay, fulfilled it. It's probably going to defeat this range and come to this range. But 4 hour defines a swing. Many people don't pay attention to that. All right. And that's one of the things I'm going to do about market structure in time in the course of this year. Okay. Make you guys understand, all right, how to tap on change of character and market structure, and you can do. So I just wanted to show you guys. So where this market going right now is already fulfilled. At this point in time, I should be technically looking for buy from here. Okay, from S&P 500. But it's selling right now. Okay. And if it breaks that, it's going to come here. But it's not always on price action. I want to see what it's doing. So right about now, this is a day. It's broken. It is broken. It has sniped. Where is it sniping to? Let me see. Oh, this market is far. So it may be selling there. The previous day is here. Okay, that's quite some move. The day after that is here. Good. So this is where the market may fall to. S&P 500. It's already sold. It's already sniped. Okay, market snipe. Just that. I like to see it from position wise to know where it is right now. Is it on supply and demand? The market is presently what? On demand. Okay. So it is very technical. I don't like to sell a market on demand zone. Okay. But right about now, I'm being contended with market as snipe, but it's on demand zone. So sometimes when you find some market go back, it's because of things like this. Okay. But based off on range, so let me look at this right now. Market range, it means it expand. Okay. All right. So I could take my chances, okay, and just ignore that and sell S&P 500. Let me see what the risk is. If I sell here right now, it means my invalidation has to be this. Let me see if that gives me a one-to-one. Okay, it did. It did. Guys, so I can take my chances on S&P 500. I'm going to sell S&P 500 right now because it has a range. I'm seeing a range. The only thing I'm conflicted with is on a bigger time frame is in a demand zone, but that's far away. Okay. It's not part of my concept. So I could just ignore it. Let that knowledge not stop me. Okay, so it's worthy of taking my risk today. S&P 500 sell. I've given you guys the risk. It's a market execution. All right. And now I don't give prices on indices. Who can tell me why? So that it doesn't come from my mouth. Okay. Nobody typed. Okay, good. So you guys are not trading with my broker right now. So I've not onboarded you guys into a broker for me to tell you this is my price. So I looked at my price, and I can't tell you the price I'm entering in my broker because you have a different price. And sometimes it could be 10 pips apart. So that's why I give you where I'm entering. So market execution right now. And where did I put this invalidation stop loss? It's above this high. So that's it. Okay. This trade is actually a very dangerous one because why? If the market breaks above, it's going to be a good buy. But I'll be trapped in the buy. But it's going to be a good buy because why? If it decides to buy, it's rejecting what? It will be rejecting this. That means it can be going as far, man. Okay, let me not be conflicted. Let me just take it as it is. All right. So, because it can actually break, come back here and sell. Okay. So let's do this. Not the same price and all broker. So that is why I add. Where did I put this? This is the previous day low. So you go look for your previous day low. You're going to find the same price. Okay. So, but what I did on my own broker, right? I didn't even look for this. I just put this above this high and I did one-to-one. So on my own broker, it's about uh, it's about 63, 63.4 pips. So it means my TPU 63.4 pips. That's how I did one-to-one. All right. So that is what I just did on this pair right now. And let's see how this goes. Okay. Hopefully you don't choose to snipe above. So at least we got a trade. And if you see that this market goes back, don't blame yourself. You have to make a choice. This is what you wanted to trade. Trade it. Don't look for the outcome. You will be misled. The outcome is not, don't be scared. Oh, Kenry said, oh, this is why I shouldn't have bought. You're a disciplined trader. Okay, so, oh man, this guy just killed it too. This guy just sniped as well. The previous day is already imminent, so I can't take this. All right, let me look at USD. So what I do is I take one indices. This is expanding again, and if it decides to fall down, it's going to fall down here. Oh, that's quite some. That's something. That's something. This market sniped too. And the truth is, this one has, I kind of like US 30. What's wrong with this? US 30 has, yeah, the fact that, yes. Okay, there's a break or short. This is where my swing low is. So if I take this right now, I get out of this. And even if it decides to break above, I'll still get in on the trade for the buy. What do you guys think? I think I like the way this one is tricky. Okay, get above, at least I still get a buy from the trade. Okay, let me just stick with S&P 500. They're going to play out. They are the same structure anyway. They're going to play out. I'm going to move to currency pair. This market already opened and sniped. It's quite delivering. GBP JPY is delivering right now. That's already gone. GBP USD, it has not sniped, but GBP USD, well, expanded yesterday, so it may consolidate before it expands again. So yeah, I think it's in a tie. But if this snipes below, it's gonna be good. It has a good range to the bottom. It has a good range to the bottom. It means if market decides to snipe, okay, the range is good. Market snipes. This is quite a good range, all right, for the snipe. That if it decides to go down, let me see what it looks like here. Wow, this is a bullish range, but it has tied here right now. It means it has to break this structure, retest it to buy. If it doesn't do that today, it's going to drop down, at least drop to this level, which means we can be caught out. We can be out of the market before. So a sell on GBP USD might not be a bad one. Yeah, a sell might not be a bad one. If it breaks below this area, that could be a good sell. At least you'll be out even before you get, yeah. Yeah, it might be contending with this area, but you already be out. So exit one is good. I like the fact that it's exit one. So this is where it's going to change character. So if it change character, you're already out. Okay, and voila. Okay, so you may not apply the change of character on this one because why? It will be too late. So if this kind of closes as a sell right now, I may be dumping into this trade for a currency trade, GBP USD for a sell. And if it breaks above, it may want to continue to, the next day high is here. It's too short. It's too short for my consideration. It's too short. So what I'm going to do is, if it hits here, it might come back. So even if it comes back again, so let's say I take it right now, it didn't go. If it go hit and it comes back again, I'll still take this area because why? This is going to be very significant. If it hits here, it might want to come back, all right, to retest these areas. So if market pushes here, it may want to come here or come here, okay, then push down to this level, which in turn, I may find something. So let's see if we can, it already, yes, it didn't snipe. It's another 15 minutes. So let's see what this 15-minute candle does. If it does this, I'm going to put an alarm. I'm done. I'm going to just take question, but at least I have this on my watch list. I have gold on my watch list, and gold is just behaving hamstrung. Sorry. What did I look at on gold? Yeah, gold is just, okay. Let me put an alarm for the snipe to notify me. So I have gold. I'm already on S&P 500. Yeah, S&P 500 is the only market that is viable right now. Okay, and I'm closely waiting for GU. So if GU closes a 15-minute candle below this candle, I'd like it to be below this candle. I'll take the trade for itself. All right, below this week, this particular week, because that is probably a 5-minute change of character. Yeah, it has to be below this area. So I'll probably just put this here. Okay, if it goes below this area, this is going to be good. We could get in, and that's going to be a beautiful trade. The trade is just how many pips? Just 29 pips. Is it up to 29? Okay, yeah, about 29 pips to give you more than 80. Any questions? So that's about my time with you guys on Market Insight. I'll take a couple of questions, or if there are any, we take. Yeah, you guys just type the question on the chat. Between the 15-minute close and the 1-hour candle, which is more stronger to enter after the close of the... I've never actually guided you, mentioned in any way 1 hour on LBS. LBS is a 15-minute candle strategy. Okay? Not 1 hour. If you're asking me which is stronger, 1 hour will always be stronger, but it's not what the strategy is built on. You understand? So if you're waiting on 1 hour, that's a different type of confirmation. Try to make things simple and easy to apply. 15 minutes is a fast concept. That is why we call it an intraday trading strategy. Okay. Good morning, sir. You mentioned something about too much knowledge being a bad thing sometimes in trading. Please, what did you mean by that? Yes, Anthony. All right, good. Every knowledge seeks expression. Many traders are victims of what they know, not what they don't. Okay? Because if you do not know, it's easy for you to obey. But if you know, you have complete conflict of obedience. So many of you know certain things in trading that if you begin to learn new things, then things you know before conflict your decision of what you're trying to know. Okay, so let me give you guys, I'm proof of that. So while I wanted to sell this market right now, S&P 500, I knew supply and demand. And what did I just tell you right now? The market is in a place for a buy. So I'm choosing if I should sell the sell or buy the buy or not buy. So that knowledge is conflicting my decision right now. If I don't have the knowledge of that, I will just sell. True or true? It's easy for you to make decisions when you have prime knowledge on the things you learn. So sometimes, because now that I know I have found balance in operation, I have to now find them. That's another extra work for me to now find the balance in operating what I know as against what I'm doing right now. So the lesser you know, the more decisive you are. Okay, so this is what I tell you, know things that you can process. Because if you keep dumping yourself in knowledge, you're not processing them, it's going to be a burden. Okay, it's a good thing because I know how to manage it. The cost is if you do not know how to process it. The good thing is if you build character on not knowing how to manage it to help you. It's a blessing to know, but managing the knowledge, if you do not know how to manage the knowledge, is a cost. Okay. That's what a lot of traders don't know how to do, process information. They can learn a lot, but they don't know how to process what they learn. Are we together? All right. Please, could you take a look at German 30 on the daily? I think I looked at it now, right? German 30 is come on, guys. This is what I told you guys German 30 was going to do. Okay, when it breaks this level, retest this level. Look at it's almost getting there. German 30 is coming here. Just imagine you caught something like this. And it's crazy. This is 1 to 3. It's crazy. It's coming here. All right. At least it's gonna come here before it's gonna make any crazy move. Or probably even go because market is still on market is still on top of premium. So if the market does this, if it comes here and changes this character, it's gonna bleed down. This is crazy. This is a crazy dumpster. Okay. So but that does it's already expanding, like I told you. Their phases in the market is expanding right now. So jumping in on an expansion may not be too healthy because if you jump in right now where it is, okay, it's going to give you new room. It's already sniped. I think I said it. It's already sniped. Okay, I think the market sniped here and it has moved. Okay. If you take this trade where it is right now, this is going to be your invalidation. It's quite a good. From your invalidation to your next move, it's not really ideal, but it's going to get there. Okay. But if you're getting in right now, the question you ask yourself is, are you getting in because it's snipe or you're jumping in because it's going to get you? So you have to trade the option, the rules you said, okay? So it has already sniped. It sniped here, you didn't catch it. This is quite some move because if you're taking it here right now, and this is your invalidation, the rule of one-to-one, you're not fulfilling it. Okay, this is not going to be one-to-one because I believe I put this line there for a reason. Okay, yeah, this is my previous day. So guess what? It's not a good entry if you're looking at this because I have to consider my risk before my reward. All right. And I told you that if you're taking any trade, what did I tell you guys yesterday? Your invalidation shouldn't be more than 150. Average 150. All right. This is 258. It's not too good. All right. So these are the things that will not make me take this trade. I don't trade because I want to win. Okay. I trade because I want to document. I want to come back to my 50 last trades and I want to be able to say it fulfilled the requirement of my risk, it fulfilled the requirement of my position, and it fulfilled the requirement of my entry, my strategy. Mr. Giles, you want me to go down this line? Okay, I'll give you guys a simple so there's a variation to this train of thought. Many people think, okay, that so let's use money as a concept since I mentioned money. You can't look for money, you produce money. Okay. You can be gifted money, but it's not yours. If I give you money, it's not yours. Okay, it's a gift. What you produce is yours. Okay. So in the quest and journey for financial growth, you are actually producing what you planted in you. All right. Except you are gifting. You're going for gifts. You want people to give you. So if you come on my trading session and I call a trade for you, I gifted you. You can't be rich with that until you do something with the gifts that I give to you. It's just like working for money. Okay, until you do something with the gift, you start investing. That's producing. That's planting. You will produce what you plant. Okay, so in a context, the money you are going to make are the things you do. All right, the investment you make in yourself. So you are actually producing what you can earn. So you cannot earn above what you can. So you trying to go look for money out there, you're looking for gifts. Okay, and gifts are not yours. You can't make that. So everything that you're going to earn, so there's a different variation. I'm just giving you one variation. That's why I said if I go in the lane of this, that some of you will be confused. So everything you earn, I've been a trader. I knew how to trade. My first 3 months, I've known how to trade. I did not make the money, okay, of my knowledge. In fact, after knowing how to trade, I lost everything that I had before. It's not knowledge that gives you, okay? But guess what? Over time, there are things I grew, there are seeds I planted, they began producing. I began to make the money. The same knowledge started making this money. Okay, what happened? It's a shift. Okay, I now realize that there are some seeds that I needed to sow. There are some buildings, there are some caps. I've started planting all the seeds, but I wasn't making it because some things were repelling it. Okay, so one of the things this really makes the journey. I've gone into this journey of this statement I made. All right, over 4 years right now, and I really realized that when you get to the level that I am, okay, it's going to make more sense. But let me tell you, at my level, the market is open, bleeding over $7 trillion every single day. Okay, if you get to the level of my knowledge, you will be tempted that you can make money based on numbers. But time has told me that it is not what you know. There are some monies you cannot make if you're not qualified, if you do not have it in you yet. Okay, there is a, should I call it a spiritual measure of your bank, that if you get to the level it needs to be filled, the same opportunities you're doing will reflect the money. But if you're not there yet, it won't. No matter what you know, you can get some numbers. That is why some people will tell you what it takes to make 6 figures. The same strategy you're using to make 6 figures is not the same thing to become a billionaire. It's a different shift. All right. Some of you may be making 1,000. The same thing you used to make 1,000 is not the same thing you used to make 100,000. You can use it to make 10,000, but from 10,000 to 100,000 is a different shift. It's not the same skill. Now, you may be tempted that is it not just strategy, I just pile up and increase my account. No, you have to become a different person to be able to earn that type of money. So what time does for you is it grooms you to invest in you so that you can harvest. The same skill can reflect the money. This is one thing. We never taught this about money. So we think we can use things to get money. No. Except it's a gamble. If it is by principles and laws, all right, you can't beat it. That's why some of you want to watch out. You just take a moment. How much do you earn outside? You will comfortably earn that in trading. Look at what your income is right now outside trading. You have the capacity to earn that money. If you bring it into trading, you're going to leverage it with ease. How many of you realize that? Okay, so if you have the capacity, so let's say you earn $1,000 monthly. If you bring $1,000 into trading, you're going to bump easily produce $1,000, all right, monthly or whatever. It's going to be easy for you because why? You have that. You're making that money. You've built that capacity. But if you not earn $10,000, okay, and you have the capacity to earn, it's a bridge. You're going to find out that I'm telling you how you can get to $10,000, but you're not doing it. The reason you're not doing it, you want to do it, but you find yourself making mistake, doing things because you don't yet have the capacity. You've not become the person to earn $10,000. Are you guys with me? So you find yourself being greedy. You find yourself being indisciplined. You won't show up. You find See, somehow you will sleep when you're supposed to be present. The session that will cause you to earn that money, you are not present in the session. See, the universe is working with you. The universe is serving you. It's not against you, but not until you open yourself up to be intentional day in, day out, to be aggressive, to be obsessed. That is when the universe, the only language the universe understands is obsession. Anything you are obsessed about, you possess it. But when there is no obsession, it protects you. It's called paradigm. So that mistake was orchestrated to protect you. You have to make a mistake not to earn $10,000. To you, it was a mistake. No, to the universe is guiding you. All right? See, when you really study, let me use the word of God, you will find all of these principles present. All things are working together for your good. Now, good, if you go look at the depth of good in Greek, okay, you'll find out that it's personal. It's not the good of God. It is, all things are working together for your good. Now, we'll also look at the scriptures that He will give you the desires of your heart. The desires of your heart. Now, it is you. Another one, you guys just write this down. This is, I don't know if this, I'm still recording. The expectations of the righteous shall not be cut off. Some of you spiritually look at this angle, these things, you don't look at it in depth. You have to watch your expectation, because why? They will not be cut off. So you have to learn to know what expectations are. Some of you desire things, but you don't know what desires are. What's your desire right now? Many of you can write it on the chat. But I tell you, your most obsessed thoughts are your desires. How many of you know that? You may want a car right now, but in your mental, you say, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Okay, you have over 70,000 thoughts, and the most ranged thoughts are your desires. A desire is not what you pick. A desire is your obsession. It's what you think most on. That becomes in the line of thought waves. That's your desire. And guess what the universe does? It aligns things to give you that desire. Now you have a conflict of what you think you desire and what you truly desire. Life is giving you your desires every day. Life is giving you your expectations every day. You don't just know you are the one creating it. Am I talking to someone? You don't. So that's why we tell people, okay, the journey of growth is journey of self. You begin to know yourself more so that you understand your thought waves. So as you woke up this morning, what are you thinking? Some of you are drained in negative thought, and the day is going to bring everything to make you accomplish that negative thought. But it was not your intention for these things to happen, but you were thinking them, but you didn't know. So how do I work on my thoughts? Some of you are financially poor mentally, and you think your actions will lead you to success. It's impossible. Let me say that out bold. No miracle can give you success if you are mentally poor. A miracle cannot break the principle, okay, of existence. What a miracle will do first is position you for faith. So faith alters negativity. When I said this would lead you in a different train, are you guys seeing now? Are you guys okay? So the only way you can be positioned, and guess what? We live a life of faith. That's why he said, without faith, it's impossible to please God. God in you is your word produced by thoughts. So without faith, it's impossible. So what is faith? Okay, so what is faith? So you guys have to learn a lot. So all this journey of trying to get things in life, you produce who you are. You cannot make a money you don't have. You already have all of the monies in you. Okay. So all you need to do is find the monies in you. So how do you find some monies in you? You begin to lay the building block, because you are already foundation of success. God created you complete. So what do? I am rich. It's simple as that. You're laying a block. You're laying a block. As you say it more often, you believe it. You create emotions around it. You're creating blocks of success in you. Guess what? As you do things outside, you begin to make the money you already have. Okay? But if you do not have it in here, you can't hold it in your hands. That is why you need environment, because environment will reflect your thoughts. Okay, association will reflect your thoughts. So these things will make you rich and you can begin to produce them. You can't make money you don't already have. Is it clearer now? Do you guys understand this to some extent? It's spiritual, okay, but the mental mind may not process what I'm saying right now, but you asked and I shared. And I've seen it in my life. That is why I'm not aggressive. With what I know, some people, I have friends who meet me, and guess what? This is another conflict in life. Just because you see some people doing certain things that look easy, we are not all of the same paradigm. Let me tell you guys something, okay? One of the biggest conflict that has misled people in life is what they see. You believe what you see and you think you can always get what you see. It's not always like that. A lot of people are depressed because because of other people's success that they are trying to pursue and they are not getting. Am I talking to someone? Just because someone is trading and is flipping $1,000 to $100,000 and it shows you the strategy you're trying to do, you're getting depressed. What you don't know, you don't understand the origin of that person's paradigm. You don't understand the mental, emotional investment that person has gone through, either by person or by association or by foundation. We are not all in the same journey of life. Some of you are being broken to pieces. You are coming from a place of dejection, okay? And you have not been exposed to light. You're just building yourself. And you want a body or someone who has gone through that process and has mastered light, okay? And has come out of light. You think you are in the same race? No. You understand? So they may do something you're doing and they're getting extreme results because why? They've been processed. I'm just talking about the good side. Now, another thing you have to know, some people have negative assistance. They have spiritual assistance. There are some people that the devil has designed to deceive you. You guys don't know that. Some people are just agents of deception. You will see them doing things and you will think you can do it that way. You find yourself not doing it and you're wasting time and years in the wrong direction. Because why? The things they are doing are aided. Okay, there are certain things I cannot tell you guys because why? It will not help you now. But I can give you guys some insight. I've been in this journey to know that, you see, success is a personal thing. Be careful what you want to be, okay? Because there are certain people that project success that it's not really success. It's a program, okay? I've been opportune to be met with different demands, met with different opportunities, and I chose not to do certain things. And I realize this is what a lot of people do in this industry. There are people who have money and they're flaunting it to you. It is not money they made from the market. But they are flaunting it to you like they make it from the market. You know, the reason I don't talk about this, it will only lead to a rabbit hole of me trying to talk down on people. But I understand that I admire what I want to admire. If anybody is successful and is trying to help someone, I would admire you. Okay? Even if I find out that what you do beyond the scene, you don't share a lot of it, but if you have interest in helping people and you're doing that, I will admire you. Okay, so I cannot condemn anyone in the journey because if they know better, they can do better. But what I can tell students, all right, is there is a process to growth. Follow the process, irrespective of what you see right now. You can earn as them, but build the structures for it. Don't try to earn money out of structure. That's the only thing I can do for you. I cannot tell you of what they're doing because I'm not here to antagonize people who's trying to help people. However, they want to go in the line of trying to help people, whether by hype, whether by lifestyle, or however they want to do that. Are people being helped? Is there a process they put in place to help people? If I can see that, yes, I would admire you. Okay. But even if I see something that is not part of the process that you're not telling, I will not be the one to come and tell it because why? You're not sharing it. and I'll not be the one to share it. But I can now warn people, I can tell people, focus on the process. Your success is in a process. Okay? Do you guys understand what I just did right now? Okay? All right. So God bless each and every one of you. I'm going to see you guys who spend quite a amount of time. And this is to tell you our sessions is not just to help you trade, but to understand that trading consists of skill sets, psychology, which is mindset, and money set. I spend time in trying to do all of them. Okay? It's not always going to be like this, but I'll try my best. Okay? Because I want everyone to grow. Okay? God bless you guys.